Okay, so we're out here at the Marina Coastal Office parking lot for the Monterey County District 4 office. Parking lot is got a lot of RVs, and now this says notice to move your vehicle or be ticketed or towed Monday, November 8th to November 12th. Who wants to tell me about these notices? What happened?
Okay, so they came out here yesterday. They had a mechanic with them. The mechanic looked at all the vehicles to see what the major problem is for us to be able to move out of here. Dorian was out here. I don't remember the other young lady's name that was out here. And they gave us these notice, the one you just saw, and told us they were going to tag our vehicles on the 8th, and we need to be out of here by the 12th. Now, this is after we've been told that the county's going to try to go to some churches and ask them to let us park there 2-3 rigs at each lot, and that they would pay them $100 a month. This was my understanding. And now they're throwing us like at least a little over 50 of us. That's including cars, tents, and RVs and rigs. But to put 15 other people that's already signed up for the program in here, and once those 15 people get here, they have to leave at 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I kind of asked Dorian, you know, if we're out there, we don't have a place to go to, and we're getting chased by the sheriffs and everywhere, we can't park nowhere. I have a nebulizer. How am I going to get my nebulizer going if I can't use my generator because I can't stay in one place long enough to even run it for a half hour to do my treatment? He came out with saying that he'll supply a generator that's run by batteries, also has a solar panel on it, so you could charge it by the sun, and then if you need to charge up that battery, you could charge it to my other generator, so I'll have to carry 2 generators in order to keep power going in my rig so I could do my nebulizer. I also think that all these sweeping they're creating mental illness, they're creating physical illness, and they're creating criminals.
That's exactly.
And I think that, you know, I don't care if the counties think that they're going to make money off the jail, make money off the mental health facility, and anything else.
Tickets that we can't pay.
That's all it is. It's more money to claim for programs and put in their pockets. They haven't used any of it to put into here to rehabilitate any of us back into society in any way. I mean, we even suggested creating a transition, parking for people that have that need to want to go back to work and, you know, kick off whatever they're going through, you know, work through whatever mental issues they're going through by going through programs. A lot of times when we go into programs, they help those people. They think they helped them in the 90 days, put them back out on the street, among others that are still having problems and haven't been reached. And I just think we need a better system to work.
I spoke to Dorian about where I'm going to because I'm disabled. I have metals in both feet. Sleep in my car for the past year and a half, and I don't have no place to go. Monterey no want me in Monterey. Seaside no want me in Seaside. Marina no want me in Marina. So what I'm going to? If there's no place for us to go, where I'm going to? And the 12 or the 13 basically, because at the 13 I need to live right here. I've been here a year and a half. I never have a problem with no police, not even with the neighbors. You know what I mean? So I don't understand where I'm going to be in the next few days after the 12th. Because if Marina, Seaside, Monterey, they don't want me over there, and I'm hang up in Monterey, the PD want to come on and kick me out. That's my point. You know what I mean?
This is serious to me and everyone here. You know, we, like Rico just said, we have nowhere to go. After we leave here, they said they would have somewhere for us to go, as we were told many times before, that, hey, once you leave this premises, we'll have another place for you to park. That's not true. They never usually do have any way of parking somewhere else. You know, we're given promises that they would help us get situated, but we're working on it. They've been working on it since Lapis, you know, and they're still working on it. I see other counties who are working on it, and they've already come to solutions. You know, I don't know what's going on in Monterey County. I'm sure they could have solutions for us, but I kind of feel like they're being prejudiced. But you know, I don't know. I'm scared. I've been, you know, so far staying here, I've been secured, and all of us being together, we work together. We're a community, and now we got to be stripped of that too, as we were stripped up there at Dorian. I just feel that something really needs to be really looked at and be more concerned about people. We're all people too, and we just don't have nowhere to go. Take it hard that if you were in our shoes, what you would do. It's hard. It's really hard to deal with every day. Especially when you see people that are struggling and having physical issues and mental issues. It puts big stress on everybody here, even whether you're disabled or not. And right now, I feel like I'm getting anxiety day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute. I'm not getting nowhere with this. I keep coming to the same crisis. And my heart's just about ready to say, you know what, you better figure something out here soon. But I just think that really there's land out there that we could find as county, you know, we should be able to find. And there's something out there. We just need to get together and figure it out. Instead of working on it for so long, we don't have time anymore. We have no time left. They want us out of here. They've given us a documentation that doesn't really look legal to me. There's no signature on it. There's no company or police department, or who's giving us this or who's making this happen. How am I supposed to know this is really real, you know? But people came yesterday and they made it sound like that's what they're going to do, what this notice says, okay, which is like scary. Walk in my shoes and see how it feels. That's all I can really say. Thank you.
It's really back to the humane thing, you know what I mean? People treating people as equal, you know? There's the flag, that's the United States of America, you know? What happened to humanity? I don't know. But it doesn't look like anything's happening from the official, you know, point of view. You know, they keep brushing us off, doing this and that. And many things are going on out here, you know. There's like the dumpsters that we're trying to get rid of stuff so we can keep it clean. You know, we've been doing our best trying to clean up and make everything look right. You know, and it seems to me like they're obviously leaving the dumpsters to overflow, so the public that's driving by, which is massive now, it's like we're like zoo animals. People drive by just so they gawk and look, and I don't understand that. But if you're there for support, I understand. You know, pull over and say, hey, we support you and we can help or whatever. But the dumpsters, you know, they let them roll over, and then people that drive by, they see it, you know, garbage, and they immediately think, oh, that's the way homeless people are, you know. So I think that's being done on purpose, you know, and I don't think that's right. You know, there's many things that need to be done, many things, and you know, like I say, it's just a matter of humanity. I don't know, just being kind to each other and helping people out that are down and out, you know, instead of turning your back on them or shunning them or giving them a dirty look, you know, or talk about them or take pictures of them and put them on YouTube, that kind of stuff. You know.
Well, when you got your notice from those two, did you ask, well, where can I go, or what should I do?
Oh, I always ask that, yeah, where can I go, you know, and it's always the same answer. Well, I don't know, but you can't stay here. Okay, well, man, you can drive around out in this area anywhere. There's many empty parking lots. I mean, whether it's federal land or whatever, I mean, come on, there is someplace like this, you know, a small little area where it's out of the way of the community so they don't have to worry about anything, and we'd be fine. We'd be just totally fine. But why is that such an issue? There's been millions of dollars allocated to help the homeless, and all I see is them buying hotels and stuff like this, and I don't know, you know, we're talking about tents, we're talking about people living in their cars, people down and out that are disabled, that can't, you know, do anything, you know? We just want to live. And there is a solution, and they're just not bringing it out. Many times I've given my information to all kinds of different types of agencies.
And this is the final result of their help?
Yeah, now again, see, the last place up at the church, I got my van impounded, I couldn't believe that. That would have cost, I could have made $2,000 on that. But they impounded it, okay? And now this is what they're threatening again. They're threatening with police force and tow trucks. And what they should be doing is finding a solution instead of trying to put us in jail, because it's starting to upset a lot of people. People are at their height of anxiety right now. They don't know what to do. And some people are, they'll do pretty much anything, at this point. And this is what we're being pushed to. And come on, we just want to be a peaceful, little community and try to help each other out and get back on our feet and try to become part of society again. We're not some type of alien people, we're good people. Thank God for that. Thank God for people that have a heart, and thank God for people that have a conscience and care about other people instead of a business state of mind, you know what I mean? It's all about money, money, money. And I don't know who, I'm guarantee you somebody made a lot of money on us, the millions of dollars that came in, because we didn't see much of that at all.
See none of it.
I would,
right.
The toilet not fix that whatever money. They just pay for the toilet monthly and just switch it out for the 3 days a week to clean up.
Yeah.
That's no pay millions and millions of money they just got. You know what I mean? Because the toilet, if I know even myself, go clean out that toilet.
Right.
That toilet is dirty every single day.
Yeah.
They pay for
Health issue.
Yeah, of course.
the health issues. They don't even put sanitary for the hand. If I don't put it in myself, they not put it on.
The toilet seat's broken off.
The toilet seat has been broken by 3 months.
Treat you like dogs.
And it's dirty every day. People from the outside coming, homeless from the outside coming also, using the toilet. People from the house in here using the toilet, one toilet for 50 people.
Yeah.
The law is you're supposed to have one porta potty per 10 people that is in the camp.
That's right.
there you go, CDC
And
guidelines.
We don't have that here.
Nope.
We haven't had that here. We didn't even have that at Colonel Durham. We only had 2, and there was more than 20 people there. And the dumpster. I mean, how they expect all these people to put all their trash in that little tiny dumpster they give us?
Oh yeah.
We had a great big one at Colonel Durham, and that did fine for us. The big one did fine.
Yeah,
It was,
that's right.
and we even filled that one up.
Yeah.
Before the month was over. I mean, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of trash. People do eat what we can, what we are allowed to get our hands on to have food. When we don't have to be told to turn our generators off so our food don't go bad that's in our refrigerators and our RVs or ice chests or have to worry about how we're going to find ice, get money to get ice to keep our stuff cold because they don't want us to have our generators running after 10 o'clock at night. I mean, it's hard. I mean, we didn't choose to be in this lifestyle that we're in. It just happens.
Yeah.
I go by $219 a month, $50 a week. You know what does that mean? For myself, to eat, $50 a week, that's not enough. And $219, that's not enough neither for one person.
You know
and
what?
that's the only thing I get.
I get $46 a month in food stamps. $46 is what I get a month.
Thank God for
food
the
stamps.
people who bring food.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to say. Thank God for those people that bring food and helping out. They come out here even when it's raining, and they're bringing hot food, and that's much appreciated. Over at Roberts Lake, we had a bunch of I don't know what you'd call them, junior journalists or whatever, kids that were really wanting to get into the media business, and they brought out their cameras and stuff, and I mean, it just stopped the police dead on because they knew rights. They've been studying all this, and they stood right there, and boom, they had to go. Because we keep forgetting that we have rights. You know what I mean? We're taught every day as robots. They've been putting information in our minds for years that isn't even true. And thank God for these youngsters that came out, and I wish they'd come out some more because that is major help for us, and that's major pull to help us have knowledge of what's real and what's not.
CSUMB has done a lot of help for us too. They've came out and got all our information, and they're trying to help get everybody's things that need registered, or their RVs that need registered, cars that need registered, things that need to be fixed on RVs. They're taking out of their budget that they have as a nonprofit that they get by donations, also to help us. I mean, we're willing to pay to have a place to stay. Everybody out here that gets income, there's not a lot of income, but everybody out here is willing to either donate their time to stay at a place, or donate some, or give them some money every month
to be able to stay somewhere. I mean, they got $5 million for the homeless. They can't go buy a piece of property for $500,000 and let us run it ourselves. We don't bother nobody.
They say it's all sold.
We're just an eyesore. Yeah, Fort Order's all sold. Yeah, okay. I've been living in Marina since I was 13 years old. Fort Order's not all sold. There is tons and tons and tons of acres out here that can be we can be used. It's just they don't want to go through it. They don't want the hassle. They don't want us. We're an eyesore. We're they don't want us. And you know, put them. What would they do if there was their family member that was homeless? I bet you they'd be on their toes and pins and needles looking to help try to find a place for their kids, their family folks that was homeless. They wouldn't be just standing around trying to kick us from the curb, put back to the curb that they kicked us off of. You know, ever since Lapis Road.
In 2017.
Right.
So you said CSUMB is helpful.
Yes.
Okay. Have they made any fruition or attempts to block this sweep from happening on the 8th?
Not yet, because they just found out about it also, and they're they're trying to see what they can do. Also, I got my vouchers through them. They got me my Section 8 voucher. So now I just need to find a place to go.
To the system.
You just got to do the footwork. You know that everybody can't do it all for you. You got to help yourself too. I mean, we don't want it all dished out just hand in hand. You know, we're trying to help do the best that we can with what the knowledge we have and what we have to do with.
That's right.
You know, we can't just. I mean, we don't know all the. I mean, what happened to the amendments? You know, what happened to our rights? They're just stripping us from them.
Right.
Taking them away from us. They said, here you go, this is what's happening on the 8th. Be prepared, get ready to go. How are we supposed to go when half of these vehicles don't run?
That's right.
We have no money, we have no means to fix them. Some of them are going to cost $200, $300, $400 to fix.
Yeah.
Then they expect us to leave every single day from 7 to 7 in the morning to 7 at night. We don't have the money to do that. If we had the money to drive around all day long, to go park to park, back to back to back, why can't we could pay the rent to stay somewhere? Put us in a place where we don't have to leave every day. You know, let us do the footwork. Just buy the property. They got $5 million. Buy some property for $500,000. Not even. You don't even have to be that much. A couple acres and put us on there, and let us do the
Maintenance.
building, the maintenance. Let us do it. We'll dig the trenches, whatever we got to do to put in the water. You know,
There
let
you
us
go.
do the construction on it. We're willing to put in our time and effort to help have a place to stay, but we're not willing to put in our time and effort for them to kick us back out on the street where they kicked us out from in the first place.
Yeah, I mean,
Every
speaking
time.
of Lapis Road, they had 85 different households up there
Right.
in Monterey County. In their wisdom, decided to make that road so no one can park there ever again. That was their solution. And people got scattered everywhere, and
Now they're
Local
everywhere.
15 came here for what used to be the safe parking program, which was the forgotten stepchild, apparently, of the social service system for Monterey County. And we told them in 2017 it wouldn't work. If you have people in RVs, they can't go out for 12 hours a day and come back 12 hours later. It's not practical, it's not feasible, and there's no place to go. The city of Marina, the city of Seaside, and the city of Monterey have all passed ordinances preventing you from parking RVs on their city streets. What message is that sending? Other than we don't want you people here. That's the message we're getting. There's no excuse to not be kind. The Monterey, when they decommissioned Fort Ord in 1994, they turned over a plot of land the size of San Francisco.
Right.
And a lot of, we at the Homeless Union have identified at least 5 practical sites nearby that people could go to. And every time we brought it up, oh no, we're going to develop that. Oh no, that's not possible. Oh no, there's always some jurisdiction that won't go along, which is not in my backyard. And apparently not in my backyard is not in Monterey County, anywhere.
Period.
So
Porcelain.
our position is that these people, this 50 households here, should, if you're going to move them out, then you have to identify a location where they can go.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And ticketed and towed on the street because we couldn't have nowhere to go.
And they shouldn't have to downgrade their living circumstances so that their quality of life is poorer than that they already have. They're living in their rigs. They have a door they can lock. A lot of these people have pets, and the pets are a really huge deal for them. I mean, that's maybe a lot of people chose to move in an RV rather than an apartment because they needed to keep their pets.
That's right.
And we're supportive of them keeping their pets and not having to surrender them in any service that the county deems to offer. But as you can see, this program has been kind of like suffering neglect.
It's a
Not
joke.
enough porta potties,
always
not
a joke.
enough dumpsters, and very belatedly coming around with pamphlets and, oh, you should get into services. But how many people have gotten into services?
Or from production said, told somebody yesterday that they would get them a generator. If they
That was
needed-
me.
Well, if she needed a generator, they would pay for our generator for her.
Wow.
Yep.
Talk is
Okay,
cheap.
well, all these people out here, a lot of them
That's
need
not-
generators.
that's not a
Where's the
solution.
generators at?
Yeah. take it with you. Just get out of here. That's,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's it. Yeah.
It was so bad after we left Lapis and then we went to Monty down over there by the Dole plant. The police, the day they kicked us off of Monty Road, the police went and got me gas 2 different times for me to be able to move my RV. That's how bad they wanted us off the street.
Yeah.
So the county wants to move out 50 households to nowhere, apparently.
Into town, just run them into
And
town.
then they're going to allow 15 to come in,
Right.
but only half time. The same fatal flaw that we pointed out in 2017 that it wouldn't work.
That's
Right.
And that's their solution. The non-service compliant homeless.
They don't even have
right.
a
that myth.
security out here like they're supposed to have.
Yeah.
There's not been one security out here since I've been here, and I've been here a few months now, because we got chased off of Colonel from Lapis to Prunedale, from Prunedale to Salinas, from Salinas back to Seaside, from Lake Roberts to Colonel Durham, from Colonel Durham to the side of the road up to Home Depot, and then from Home Depot to here to save
Oh
parking.
my God.
Yeah.
Where else are we supposed to go?
Right.
And then every time you make us leave for someplace, you put up no parking signs.
Yeah.
That's right.
2-hour limit.
That's-
Okay, there we go, back to
That's
square
the
one again.
solution to homelessness.
We
Put up
don't
no
have
parking
the gas
signs.
money to drive around all day long in a motorhome. They don't even get 7 miles to a gallon. Gas is almost $5 a gallon right now.
Yeah. Well,
How are we going to afford that?
Do people in town really want us running around town all day long?
They don't want us in
They
their
don't even want
backyard.
us out here.
Right, put us where?
So you're going to shove us into town and go driving around there?
I'm going back to Home Depot. That's where I'm going.
Yeah,
They're going to have to chase me out there again.
I think all of us should be there.
Yeah, we did, like the last time.
well, you remember how long that lasted. In fact,
Couple weeks.
Seaside was so cowardly they got the sheriffs to
Yep.
come in and get rid
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, they sure did. They sure did. Because they were scared. And there wasn't very many of us over there.
That's right.
We had more people at the lake when they chased us out of the lake. But then again, you got all these promises that we're going to put you somewhere. We're trying to find you a spot to go. They're trying to look at homeless coalition. Roxanne's supposed to be there. They're supposed to be looking at some churches, finding some churches that'll take 4 or 5 people at a time. That where we don't have to leave and pay them $100 a month. We can't even find a place to let us do that. And we're offering to pay to stay there, and they still won't let us do it.
So we need some moral
I mean,
support.
what are we
We need some
supposed to
public
do?
support, to help us get through this.
The Lord's our
Oh, yeah,
Savior.
well-
Come on now, let him work his job. Well, let
That's
him do
right.
his job,
'Cause
Let
he-
him be good to everybody, not just certain people. Just because we don't have the money like Pacific Grove or Carmel or
Right.
them people. We're still human beings. We bleed just like you guys bleed.
That's right.
And we breathe the same air you breathe. We eat the same food you eat when we can.
Yeah.
These people are your neighbors. They're members of your community, and they're down on their luck, as people are sometimes. And they don't need more abuse. They don't need more police moving them around to nowhere,
Ticketing.
inciting them and harassing them and flashing their flashlights into windows at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Monterey County is planning to do and has been doing. And, I guess all bets are off now that shelter in place is kind of in the past,
Right.
where they went through the
Lord, let's bring
motions
it
of,
back.
oh, we do care about public health for
All
a
of a
couple
sudden.
minutes.
Yeah.
At least
Public
the
health.
face, on the face it looked like
That's
that,
exactly
but
what
was
it
it
is.
real?
My health has
Was
gone
it real?
downhill.
Does Monterey County genuinely care about the fate
They don't care.
of their homeless neighbors?
no.
They'd rather the homeless people be sitting out there in the cold and you catch them the next morning dead on a park
Yeah,
bench somewhere
that's
because
right.
they don't have
That's right.
time to deal with us because they don't want to hassle with us.
Yeah.
They don't got time. My health has gone down, way down,
Oh, yeah.
bad since
Anxiety.
since 7 years ago when my mom passed away. That's how I became homeless, because we had to sell my mom's house. Other than that, I wouldn't be homeless, and I would let anybody that needed.
Everybody
I
here
help
lived in a
everybody
house.
that needs help when I can. If I got it, I help them.
Yes,
They
you
need
do.
money, if they need clothes, if they need food. My door is always open for anybody. I don't care, and I'm on disability. I don't make much money, but my door is always open for anybody that needs help. Always.
Here's another point. Some of us are on medication, like myself. I'm supposed to be on medication for my anxiety, nightmare, and stuff like that. But can't take medication when you're being asked to move constantly and constantly and constantly. And that's why I'm saying what the county is doing to us is criminal. Seriously, you're killing us. You're killing us. You're waiting for us to just mentally and emotionally degrade down to nothing, down to just giving up and sitting on a park bench and hope that you don't wake up the next morning. Because we can't take our medication, because we can't keep our community together and our support together, because you want us to take, you offer us all this stuff, but yet we have to sacrifice so much. Our pets, our homes, our everything. Our community, the community we built here.
Our friendship, our love, our family.
It's like Bella says, she helps everybody. A guy needed to use my nebulizer twice during the day. If I wasn't able to have that generator running, he wouldn't have been able to do the nebulizer. They're 2 different times, and we stick together. We even like cry when one of us loses a pet. Because you know what? When we say we love you to each other.
Babies. 4-legged, 2-legged,
we love them.
babies.
Like when I say I love you, Bella, I love her, and anything that she loses, I feel. And so do other people around here. Why? Because we build a community.
We came close. We all came close. We're all like a knit family now, close-knit family. And then y'all just want to tear it apart. Every time we get a close family, we get everything going, we get situated. We think we have a good place where we can stay. Bam, 2 months later, back to the street. Here you go. There goes the family, split up again.
Very good point.
Divorced. We get divorced again. How many times can you get divorced in the state of California? We can't even take our medication because you're not supposed to be driving on that stuff. How are we going to drive our stuff during every day move if we can't take our medication? My health, my anxiety level is out the roof. I take more meds than I'm supposed to be taking, and then I run out because this shit is just, it's ridiculous. My anxiety is out of the roof.
Some of those medications you're not supposed to drive on.
You can't. It says do not operate machinery.
Right. So they're supposed to forego the medication or drive around in an unsafe condition.
And then have a.
How does that enhance public health in Monterey County?
An episode of a mental breakdown and wind up at Garden Pavilion at Chomp.
Supposedly they were gonna, do what we need, to get our vehicles and everything together.
Orphan Productions is supposed to pay for that. Thank you, mind you.
Well, that's confusing because first it was the county who wanted to flip the bill. Now is Orphan Production. Basically, they were going to go to churches and offer $100 a month to put 2 or 3 rigs on each lot. Okay, and then eventually they were wanting to look like shopping centers. They're like shut down, not operational, no nothing. And create a permanent 24/7 parking.
That's what we need.
And that's what we need. And
With hookups.
Put us in a dirt
and they
field.
led us to believe that they were going to be gun-ho about this, go out there and do whatever they take, whatever. I got everybody here to cooperate, pick up the stuff, get rid of stuff they don't need. If you can't fit it in your rig, you don't need it. I started doing that and everything, which is not easy to do by myself out here. And then next thing I know, we're being kicked out again. And I asked, where are we going to next? Oh, well, we don't have no other place to go. So the suggestion was that for me to go on a nonprofit agency that Dorian's going to send me a link for, and that I try to get myself, get a nonprofit account going or whatever to, and then I have to pay insurance for that, for that proposition there, and then I have to find somebody that's willing to donate some land, which I'm willing to do it.
They can't find no land for us to buy.
But they
How are we
can't
gonna
find
get
no
somebody to
land.
donate?
I'm willing to go through whatever I have to go through for the nonprofit, but do I want to go through all that and then be years later where it's expired again and I have to go through this whole thing over and over? I don't even know how my health is going to be 3 years from now, let alone like 7 years, later on. I want to do this. I would. And if anybody out there, kindness of their heart, maybe, seriously, if you have some acre, that you could afford, we'll make a deal. We're not asking for a handout. We are asking for a helping hand and a chance to feel like we're part of humanity again, to feel like we're part of this,
Human.
what we call the earth. Because I feel like they're trying to push us off the earth. I hope somebody could hear my cry.
I got something else to say. Hopefully you guys tomorrow be here because they want to try to bring CISO. CISO is a company that get a lot of money every year by the homeless to put the homeless in place. And that's the reason why I'm here for. Because CISO no work for me. You know what I mean? And I used to be with CISO and somebody say that I hit it. When I say lie right there, they kick me out from the program. When that's a bull. Don't believe what CISO say or what other people say. You know, they're trying to put you in a place. The bathroom is like 20 miles away. I'm homeless. I'm handicapped. And I need disabled a bathroom next to me because I can make it to the bathroom, especially at night when I would sleep. If I not got a little container next to me, I'm sorry, I pee myself. And that's the way it is. You know what I mean?
It's the love of our family right here.
CISO is a person, oh my God.
I have CISO. CISO has been good to me so far, but like you say, they're supposed to help you get a place. They haven't found nowhere for me to go. They haven't tried to put me nowhere. They haven't even looked for me. I've been doing the footwork for myself.
And Franco's in Castleville. The bathroom is all
I do
the
it
way
myself.
down over in the hill.
I have to look for myself. I got 2 more months to find me a place before my voucher runs out. Then what do I do again? Back to square one. Vacancies. No vacancies nowhere. There's no vacancies. Period. You got to get on a waiting list. And the waiting list is anywhere from 5 years to 10 years to be on a waiting list to get into a place. And the RV parks are start at $1,200 a month, and they do not take Section 8 because that is not considered rent.
And they don't take rigs fewer than.
They don't. Section 8 will not pay for a parking stall.
They won't take rigs
because
that
it's
are
not
10 years
considered
old.
rent.
They're
They
older
want
than
a
10
roof
years.
over your head besides your RV
Okay.
that they will pay for.
Section
They will
8.
not pay for a RV spot. They
Brick
will
and
not pay.
mortar.
They will not pay for you to park in somebody else's yard and pay them rent money. They won't. They won't do that either.
You have to be plumbed and wired, everything up to code.
This paper, there's
Yep.
no expiring.
Brick and mortar. So
But yep, they don't.
It's in record.
And then
This
they
is my
send you
number.
from one counselor to the next counselor to the next one. You get. I've had
That's how
4
long it's gonna
psychiatrists
take,
since
probably.
I've been homeless. 4 of them. They don't know what to do with me. I'm just a helpless cause, I guess.
Why don't you
But I'm
get
hopeless.
into housing? Oh, why don't
Right. Put me in the housing 4 times. That'd even be better.
that doesn't sound like they're assisting you properly.
They're
They're,
not.
they're trying
They're
to
not.
hold your hand while they're dragging you down.
Right. They're not holding my hand. They're letting me go. They're just barely pinched it. They're just letting me hang like the cat, you know. Hang in there, baby. Friday's coming. When's Friday coming? Friday hasn't came in fucking how many years now? Since 2017?
Right.
4 years? Friday's never came yet. And I can't hang on much longer. I just can't do it. I try to be respectful. I try to obey by the rules. I try to do whatever I can for the community, for anybody. And what do? We get shit on from the county. From the people that they're kicking us out of the street that they kicked us out of.